Hey everybody, this is Team Demon Kitty here. We're back with some more Friendsim. I'm really excited about this because I know what one of the characters is going to be for this. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's get this party started. Okay, where were we? Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm actually excited for both these characters.
Wait,
But one in particular.
Part of you has always been taken with the idea of purchasing a one-way train ticket to anywhere and boarding it without looking back. Or, in your current case, stowing away without looking back. Details. The idea had always seemed so idyllic. No strings, no obligations, just you and your journey, the wind in your hair and the taste of freedom on your lips. Your little daydream didn't exactly involve careening across a perilous extraterrestrial landscape, but then you've always liked to think of yourself as the kind of person who's open to new experiences.
I mean, that's fair. It's pretty fair.
Not to mention, friends. In practice, though, this tastes less like freedom and more like noxious muck, which is what you're currently surrounded by. Ugh. It's not unlike the slime that was in Scylla's Recupercoon, except that slime was weirdly soothing, and this is prickly and burny and uncomfortable. Why are we in slime?
I don't know.
You thought you were being smart by sneaking on board, jumping into some sort of cargo carriage. Oh, how wrong you'd been. Did we jump into the Lucis pen? That was a very stupid idea.
Yeah.
The trade-off for not being caught, then maimed and or killed for your blood color is apparently this. You almost would have preferred the maiming. God knows you're used to taking a beating by now.
Also, before we go any further, just want to remind you guys that we have our coffee set up. Please look at our profile to find it. And please donate if you can. Just putting that out there, reminding everybody. I'm gonna take a sip of my actual coffee. That reminded me.
Yeah, you had to have actual coffee in front of you to remember.
Which one should we do first? I kind of want to do Azaja first. I'm probably botching that name hard.
You can't actually pronounce it. Alright, I will voice Azdaja because I feel like I've got this.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like your kind of character, too. Oh, that's why I said I was excited, because he seems like your kind of character. Yeah. Also, I'm probably going to... Also, I'm going to, I'm going to have to contain my... because I just love Chahut. But yeah.
First.
I mean, can you fucking blame me? It's good taste.
Not my type. Not bad taste, but not my type.
Alright, I'll read it.
This is you.
After what feels like way too long, the vehicle slows down and you take the opportunity to tumble out of your slime jail onto the dusty ground. Pick yourself up and hurry away from the station before you can get spotted. A little while later, you're standing at the beginning of a massive canyon, and your awful train ride almost feels worth it. The canyon stretches on endlessly, miles of yawning chasms and winding ravines at your feet. Well, it's enough to make your mouth hang open in awe, after spending so much time in various gritty parts of the city. The sight of such pristine natural beauty touches your heart. I bet something's gonna go horribly wrong. You feel somehow inspired, like you could just belt out an aria or draw a masterpiece if you tried. I wouldn't try art on Alternia unless you're ready to get lots of blood on your head, literally. But before you can be...
Chahut later.
What?
We're talking to Chahut later. She can give us paint.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I'm sure Chahut could provide us with paint. I'm sure she'll be a good friend, but anyway. Before you can begin exploring your hidden creative depths, you're distracted by noises coming from not too far away. You're not alone. You know what this means. A chance to get yourself more of that sweet, sweet friendship. After so many successful companionship ventures, you're thirsty for more. I'm not. I'm gonna be thirsty for something else that I wrote, but you pick up your jaw and go investigate.
I'm going to point out, speaking of thirst, you know where we are, and you know who lives around here, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, I wonder if this is
Anyone who
going to like
doesn't
tie back into the whole Bandit saga because like Kanye was also involved in that. We'll see. I'm gonna call it the Bandit saga. um, the sounds lead you toward a trail along the side of the canyon, which in turn leads you down to a ruby platform about that much lower than where you started. There's a series of sharp outcrops jutting out of the plateau, and perched atop the highest one is a figure dramatically framed against the moonlit. Anime protagonist. At first you think he's peering moodily into the distance, but then you realize he's looking for some kind of contraction on his face.
recording coordinates.
Recording coordinates. Oh, okay. You look around, there doesn't seem to be anyone else here, so what you heard was this fellow muttering to himself, you guess?
I see.
He's so wrapped up in whatever it is that he's doing that he hasn't noticed you yet. This guy has got to be hankering after some company, being all by his lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. You're sure of it. Okay, what should we do? Well, what should we do? Let me save first, before we do anything else. I like saving, you know? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna say wave and say hello, because he's probably gonna fuck us up if we surprise him.
That was my thought too. This guy is both a psionic and overdramatic anime protagonist. I get the feeling if we clap and surprise him, we get psychically thrown off a cliff.
Yeah, it took Zephyrus to beat him up, and like Zephyrus going into rage mode, so I don't think it's good to surprise this guy. Like, Follicle couldn't beat him in a fight. I think it's better not to surprise him. I'm gonna say wave and say hello. Sporting your most winning smile, you call it a greeting and give a jaunty wave that gets his attention.
Well, well, well. Would you look at what the Purbeast dragged in?
The Purbeast. I like how they call them Purbeasts.
Are you lost?
Yes. That depends on your definition of lost. You prefer to think of whatever you're doing as taking the scenic route, aka being lost. Just, like, indefinitely. Your new acquaintance and hopefully soon-to-be pal snorts, unimpressed. Oh, I mean, like, you are lost.
It would be better if you did that somewhere else. Better for me, I mean. Which is the most important issue currently at hand. Let's face it. I still have preparations to make, and I'm running out of time. You're kind of cramping my style here.
Preparations?
For the game, obviously. Wait.
See, like, I just, like, that makes me go into, like, fight or flight because of fucking Homestuck.
Yeah, I know when he says game.
Like, I know he's not talking about Spurb, but my first instinct is Spurb, you know?
It's starting any minute now. He's almost certainly talking about a Flarp campaign.
Oh, he totally is. You have no idea what he's talking about.
Seriously? You don't know about Dual Strifers?
Oh, it's dumber than Flarp campaign.
That's easy. Most things are dumber than a Flarp campaign.
That's true, because Flarp campaigns are awesome.
I wish that Flarp were real, and more importantly, I wish it had been real when I was in high school. for reasons that I will not get into here.
I mean, I wish it was real too, whether in high school or not.
You may be missing the subtext.
I get the
Wow.
subtext. I get it. I absolutely get the subtext.
Wow, you're even more of an empty-headed pleb than I thought. Yeah, I would say he's a douche, but he's not actually wrong.
Yeah, that's not a very fair to say. Yes, it is. Sure, you might have made a habit of running headfirst into stupidly dangerous situations, but there's no reason for him to assume. Well, he's right. Your voice is drowned out by a crackling sound. He's levitating down from his perch towards you. Sparks of energy stirring the sand up into the cloud. After meeting Kairava and Cupworm, you've come to expect psionic powers from trolls of yellow blood by now. That's a pretty fair assumption. But it still kind of takes you aback.
Aback.
I said aback.
Yeah,
you stumble backwards, falling on your ass. The troll is unbothered by your spill, continuing to aggress you while you're sprawled on the ground.
I'll explain. Dual Strifers pits Alternia's best and brightest against each other in a timed event designed to reveal the most skilled among the group. Which would be me, of course. That goes without saying.
This guy. He tells you a bunch of other stuff about game mechanics that, to be honest, goes straight over your head. Well, he's apparently not... What?
I am very sure I wouldn't care about the rules of this game, as if I ever played it, I am sure I would break them in about 2 minutes.
Probably. He's apparently not in enough of a rush that he can't stop what he's doing to outline his plans to you, some random passerby, in a fairly detailed manner at that. He seems pleased to have an audience, actually. Wow, this friendship is barely even off the ground and you're already doing great. You get back on your feet and nod along sagely, pretending to understand all his rambling about strategy and whatnot. And then you notice a blinking light. It's coming from the screen over his eye. It's an anime protagonist eyeglass.
Huh? Yet his Dragon Ball Z Scouter, is it over 9,000?
Yeah. Power levels are gonna be over 9,000 here.
Calling it now, that joke is going to be in here.
It was already in, like, Hiveswap itself, so I don't know. Like, it was in Hiveswap already, but it wouldn't surprise me if they used it twice. I mean, they already used it in Hiveswap, but yeah.
Interesting.
Is he Hal Jr. now?
My scouter can't retrieve any data from on your species at all.
He leans forward and looks at you, really looks at you. Up until this point, he'd been paying more attention to his own voice and whatever readings he's been getting on his device, but now he's focused fully on you, yeah? It's starting to fluster you a little, actually. That is, until his mouth twists into a smirk, you get a glimpse of a single jagged tooth.
You know, it's technically possible to join in teams of 2. But now you're here.
Is he saying what you think he might be saying? Excitedly, you clarify whatever he's asking you to join, whether he's asking you to join the game as his partner. Okay.
Ha! Sure, I just love teaming up with clueless nerds like you. No. You'd be a nice element of surprise, though. I could use you as collateral resource, fodder, a lackey. What do you say? Okay, he uses the same expression that I do, and it's weirding me out.
I told you you'd want to voice him for. I told you like I was good that you should voice him for a reason. I told you. That doesn't sound nearly as flattering, but it's an opportunity to help. So, you've found so many great friendships on doing whatever favors random strangers involve you do for them already. Why stop now? Gonna save. Save. Close menu. Alright, I'm gonna say let's be lackeys. Let's play along with this shit.
I don't see how not doing it would possibly lead to a good ending, so sure.
Let's play along. Let's play along. The title might not be much, but that doesn't mean you can't excel at it. You tell him you accept his offer.
Excellent. By the way, I'm Azdaja Knellax. Your last name's ridiculous, by the way, but you must have known that already.
At least he doesn't have that quirk. That one quirk. With like the long letters.
Oh god, that broke my brain so much. You have no idea.
You're not sure why you would. Maybe he's some kind of big shot? Come to think of it, the name does ring a bell. You've heard it before, when you were in the middle of infiltrating a bandit hideout with a mercenary, Conul.
You met my mate, Spritz?
Well, yes, we did. We in fact did. That was a thing that we've done.
You must have gotten on her good side, or you wouldn't be standing here talking to me.
Well,
because you'd be minced into the ground finer than grub paste.
That's probably true. I mean, he's grinning like he's really proud and fond about Conul being the sort of girl who'd make mincemeat out of someone as soon as he would speak to them. He has good taste. If he wasn't talking about her literally murdering you, you might find this reaction endearing. It's still endearing. It's still very endearing. Like they're a good couple. They're a good couple. Hang on, if he already has a partner, why isn't she here? Azasha's expression sours abruptly.
My partner isn't here because she didn't make our agreed upon rendezvous time.
He says the word partner in an overdone, exasperated huff, as if he thinks she might be listening from behind a boulder somewhere, and he can somehow shame her into appearing. You remember what Palopa said about mercenary duos often being quadranted pairs, i.e. romantically involved? Did his girlfriend stand him up? Yikes. Maybe it's better that you haven't been promoted to partner status if it meant getting involved in another couple's spat. You've had quite enough of that already. You hope they aren't fighting. Azasha glares at you.
The exact nature of our quadrant is none of your business, frankly. Now, come on. We're wasting time.
Well, he steps off the edge of the plateau, descending into a crackle of energy and floating into the canyon along with him. It's a terrifying ride, but the view it affords is pretty amazing. Soon, you reach the bottom.
We should keep going. There's someone else in this valley. We'll get the drop on them if we move fast.
That pose. That fucking pose.
I love it.
Oh my god, that anime pose. He grins confidently, his coat flapping behind him. There isn't any wind down here, though. Is he flapping his own coat with his sigh for dramatic effects? Yes, he is. He is indeed.
Yes. I would also totally do that.
Is this guy, like, your Shulsona? Is this guy your Shulsona?
No, he's got the wrong blood color. Also, the coat doesn't have enough buckles on it.
But it's close.
First blood to Knellax.
You blink tentatively. You repeat, blood?
Yes. Blood.
He says it the same way he enunciated the name of this competition earlier, like it should have been painfully obvious.
Like I told you, our aim is to take out our opposition. So this is like a FLARP time trial? Swiftly and painfully.
It is, I guess.
That would explain why we are where we are.
Yeah.
To win, we have to be the last team standing in this entire canyon. Weren't you listening when I explained earlier?
God damn it, you've been proceeding under the assumption that this was some kind of elaborate competitive LARP. Like, solve some puzzles, get out of the giant canyon before the other guy type of deal. It is, it's just also, like, fatal.
Well, no, it's an elaborate FLARP.
Yeah, it's an elaborate FLARP. That's what it is. Perhaps arm wrestle your competitors into submission if you run into them, but no, this game involves actual violence. Well, I mean, it's Alternia. You probably shouldn't be oh shit. Slappy did the thing where, like, I was thinking what he said before he said it. You probably shouldn't be surprised. You've been on Alternia long enough now to discern that boy trolls sure do love killing. Oh, wait till we get to the next one. You made friends with plenty of trolls who have less bloodthirsty hobbies, though you ask him whether he's ever considered getting into excessive bodily force poetry or streaming sick beats. No, he is not Kairava. He is not Kairava.
Please, you're kidding, right? Now is no time for joking around.
I mean, he's an assassin, so, like...
By the way, I am channeling Seto Kaiba so hard for this voice.
Yeah, he does give off Kaiba vibes, doesn't he? I mean, he does just give off those vibes. He really does.
Don't tell me you're already getting frosty strut pods. I can't work with someone with such a flimsy sense of conviction.
Oh my god. Yeah, I am getting Kaiba vibes from him. You reassure him that no, of course not. Your strut pods are toasty as all heck, but he's no longer paying attention to you. His scouter glints. You're totally gonna do that for 1,000 joke. You're totally gonna do that. He flash steps past you before you can blink, riding the waves of his sigh to a collection of rocks sitting behind you. Well...
Target acquired. Nice try, thinking you could outsmart me by laying in wait and launching an ambush.
Well...
Cowardly move, and sloppy. Very sloppy. Now prepare to get owned. Resistance is futile. Oh, fuck.
Abruptly, as Aja freezes, you hesitate, unsure as to what sort of threat you're dealing with here, but the troll girl with a cerulean blue symbol on her shirt pops up from behind the rocks. Of course it's the cerulean one. She giggles maniacally, making Aja turn towards you. His expression is blank, his nifty brain power is now under your competitor's control. Yeah, it's a problem. To echo Aja's sentiment, oh fuck, you need to do something fast. You have a harebrained thought that maybe you can grab Aja and physically wrest him from her control. You walk yourself towards them in a mad dash, attempting to call out a chilling battle cry, but it comes out as more of a pathetically broken yell. The girl laughs again, as Aja's eyes flash bright, brighter than you'd seen so far, almost blindingly. Oh hell, are those straight up eye lasers? Those are straight up eye lasers, aren't they? And they're really powerful, holy shit. You've met some strong trolls, but this kind of power is something else. If Aja were a character in a video game, and you were to assign him a quantifo, oh, here it comes. Here comes the over 9,000 joke. A quantifiable number to measure his power. Some kind of level, perhaps. That number would be, I know what it's going to be. Obvious, joke is obvious. Well, it'd be very high, is all you're saying. Maybe over 9,000? Aja's lasers shoot at a point above you, scoring a deep gash. in the rock and sending rubble toppling downwards. He reaches out, grabbing at Dodge's coat. You have to get him out of here. The girl doesn't stop you, merely leaping out of the way of the current certain doom that's hurtling rapidly towards you. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye, some last-ditch hope at you not getting squashed as far as a grub cake. You race towards it. Your first thought when you next open your eyes is that death has finally come to tenderly cradle you in its sweet, loving embrace. But you quickly realize that you're in a cave, not the afterlife. It might be both. We were just playing Hades. And that the reason you can even see anything right now is because the area around you is brightened by light coming from Azaj's scouter. Though, for sheer dumb luck, you must have run towards the single safe spot in the entire ravine. This hole in the ground. It's as if the hole is sitting here, carved out of the rock, waiting to be your escape route. Well, that's handy. It's a little bit handy. You might even say this hole is made for you. Oh, we're gonna be referencing that now. I see that we're referencing Junji Ito. You haven't seen that comic? This hole was made for me?
Yes, I have read that. That was his first one, actually.
Oh, I didn't know that was his first one. That's not surprising.
Yeah, I believe it was. Sense. Or one of them. Yeah, I've read. Yeah, this hole was.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You wince, cover your ears. Could you keep it down, maybe? Your nerves are a little shot from almost dying the umpteenth time this week.
No, I will not keep it down. Curses, I can't believe this. I think I know who that was. Who does that blue blood think she is? Does she realize who she just messed with? If that is who I think it was, she does not give a fuck who you are.
Who do you think it was? Like Mindfang or something?
Well, no, Mindfang is dead, but...
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I mean, she would call herself Mindfang.
Oh, Vriska. I think this is before that time period, but maybe.
Not that far before. Also, we're, in her backyard.
I guess that's true. Wow, he looks really mad. Instinctively, you reach out to execute the slow face pat that trolls seem to find so soothing, but he slaps your hand away. Yeah, your nose more real.
What do you think you're doing? I already told you, I have a Moirel.
You stare around at apology. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Plus, he thought Claudio was his mate spirit. He seems to realize what he just said. A hint of yellow touches his cheeks, just barely visible in the light.
That's what I said.
I
already have a mate spirit.
You're pretty sure you heard him right the first time, and you're also pretty sure those are two different sorts of relationship. But you let the subject drop. No need to rile up your new friend more than he already is. Your shush pat might have been rejected, but the attempt seems to snap him out of whatever pissed off funk he got himself into.
Let's get out of here.
He follows the path of the cave. Can't he just blast you both out?
Don't be stupid. If I did that, it would cause a cave-in. Are you that eager to get crushed?
Not by you. Good point.
You're acting just like Connell. So ready to rush in without a game plan.
If he means this as an insult, its effect is kind of lost. He sounds more wistful than irritated. You walk in silence for a while as you make your way further into the cave. You realize that the walls aren't blank like you previously thought, but covered in complicated carvings. Cave troll art, you wonder? Also, I think he misses Connell. He misses her.
I know what you're thinking. I'm sure you don't, because Slappy is usually thinking something completely ridiculous.
Yeah?
That life as a prince among trolls must be an enviable one.
What? He snapped to attention. Yes, of course. You were definitely thinking about him and his life story just then.
I don't expect someone like you to understand. Oh god, he is Kaiba.
Oh my god. He is.
You're obviously a completely average person who will live out their life in perfect mediocrity. Well, he's not really wrong. But not me. You don't know what it's like to be born so gifted.
Okay. Completely average, that's you alright. You try your best to be sympathetic. Having rad powers must make things really hard.
What? No way, it's fucking awesome. But as you've clearly seen, it can attract unwanted attention from pathetic individuals who aren't nearly as talented themselves. Who are desperate to have some unbeatable psionics in their corner. Think she was also psionic? To be honest, the Empire is no different. And it's not like the rebels are much better. Wait, what? Connell and I don't really care one way or the other.
Well,
I
okay
think you
then.
do care about not being made into a spaceship engine, but, beyond that.
Yeah, like, that's kind of important to not get turned into a spaceship engine. That, like, don't be Cuprum.
Don't be Cuprum for a wide variety of reasons, really.
Yeah.
We're just here to off chumps and get money. We look out for ourselves first and foremost. That would also involve not getting turned into a spaceship engine.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll be sent off planet to do the bidding of the Empress, just like everyone else. Well, I mean, again, you're going to get tentacle fucked in the brain. That's what happens to people like you.
Yeah, that's not great, buddy. Like, you don't want to be Cuprum. Okay, you can see why.
We don't want you to be Cuprum either.
Yeah. Okay, you can see why having. Also, thank you for the follow, Gummy Bear. Just like putting that out there because I saw that. Okay, you can see why having no say in the matter it kind of sucks, but is it their opportunity to do cool shit in space too? Not if you're a spaceship.
Well, I mean, spaceships do cool shit, but
I
generally
guess
it's not
that's
really desirable.
technically true. As long as his face draws up in a wiry expression.
Rye. Yeah, with someone else calling all the shots.
You keep walking. After what feels like hours, his scouter flashes again.
We're here.
He lets the wall have it with his eye lasers. With a resounding roar, it crumbles away. Aside from the spot he destroyed, the rest of the cave is intact. Mutalight spills into space for the impromptu exit. Well, that's a thing.
It's over. We were stuck down there for so long the game has ended. Meaning,
your heart sinks. This was a disaster. He's definitely not going to want to be your friend after losing his company. You guys won. What are you talking about? Like, you hated like bitches and won. After losing his competition, he's so invested in it. Like, you literally just hated like bitches and won. That's like the strategy.
Technically Slappy hid like a bitch, and Azdaja was along for the ride.
That's actually true. You're right.
We're the last team standing, which makes us the winners.
There's a bot in chat again. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Alright. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, you guys. It was a bot. But anyway. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, hold up, sorry, my interface went weird for a second. Just let me. Oop, okay, that's good now. Okay. Sorry about that one. Oh.
I knew it. That blue blood loser might have had a stroke of good luck, but she was no match for someone of my station. Well, I mean, if she's still around... Well, it doesn't matter because she technically lost, but... My victory was a foregone conclusion from the start. I mean,
Well,
no,
no.
because she'd have made you kill everyone for her. You just kind of avoided her until her probably actually teammate got taken out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Bringing you along was an excellent idea. Your recklessness really came in handy back there.
He's aching you realize, or something close to it. Mostly you assure him that it was no problem.
A prince knows when to give credit where credit is due. Celebration is in order, I think. Once we collect our prize.
There's a prize?
Fuck yes. Dual Strifers offers an impressive cash reward to whoever wins.
Well, I mean, that's good.
You'll get a cut as well, of course.
Whoa, money! This will be the first time you've laid your hands on the stuff since you crash landed. Maybe you'll be able to finally purchase a warm meal or clothing that isn't from somebody else's closet. I want clothing from Kairama's closet again. Because that's close to what I actually wear. Like, most of the time. That's like close to what I actually wear. More important to the money, though, is that you've proven you aren't a complete fuck-up, you've earned Dodge's trust, and also his friendship. We got a good ending without getting any bad endings. I think this is the first time you've accomplished this. Like,
Yeah, I
we didn't get any bad endings. We got 0 bad endings that time. Oh, okay.
Apparently I'm able to get into Asdaja's mind effectively. We also didn't get any bad endings in Connell's route, to be fair.
I guess that's true, actually, yeah. We haven't gotten bad endings on either one. Alright. Alright. This is gonna be like the good shit right here.
I think that Cerulean Blood literally might have been Vriska, by the way. I think that might be who we just ran into, given where we were and what we were doing.
Yeah, actually, that might be true. That might actually be true.
Yeah, I think we just almost got murdered by a young Vriska. I am so here for that.
Yeah. I just love Chahut so much. This is gonna be great. Alright, you narrate. I'm gonna read her.
Your gown flutters around you as you hop off the train. You feel like a very grimy Disney princess with no shoes. Just a deranged Cinderella who left both glass slippers on the castle steps.
Well,
before you can decide in which direction to continue your merry jaunt, it's decided for you. As in, a small bluish missile slams into your midsection and sends you stumbling down the hill behind the train track, rolling over and over, and goddamn do you hope you don't kill anyone with your ass, especially not yourself. I don't think it's physically possible.
Yeah.
I mean, to kill yourself with your ass. You land with a hard thwack on your back.
Oh, it's Amicia again. Hey, it is you! Oh yeah, because Amicia said that she was friends with Chahut, which makes sense, because, like, she's an axe murderer panther, and, like, Chahut is also an axe murderer, so it makes sense. Like, they're the axe murder buddies. That makes sense.
The concussion you've just sustained must be giving you serious friend hallucination.
Sorry I hugged you so hard. I pushed you down a hill. I forgot how weak and flimsy you are.
Oh god, I'm glad I don't have to voice this. You take Amesia's offered hand, albeit nervously. You kind of skipped out on her back there, waiting until she was in the ablution trap and then escaping from her murder studio.
Well...
You'd been so naive back then. You didn't know about Recupercoons, or grub cakes, or hate dating. And oh god, that is a giant murder clown, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, yes, it is.
Wow. She's even bigger than the adult you saw at the bandit lair. God, why? Why, whenever you think you've met the biggest, meanest, baddest in this place has to offer, it offers up another, bigger, meaner one? Honestly, this cannot... I don't think this is going to be... The biggest wasn't the problem. The problem was the most unsanitary.
That's true. Well, also the... Yeah. Also other things we won't go into.
Yeah, no, no, that's what I was talking about. Her tagline is one of her taglines was originally literally, "What's a shower?"
Oh god. Yeah.
Without thinking, you put yourself between Amesia and the purple blood. Pretty dumb considering Amesia can pick you up with one hand, but you just rolled down a hill and you aren't at peak performance. Slappy, what does peak performance look like for you?
I don't know. That's a good question. Chahut! It's about time. This is what I was telling you about. The one with the precious, precious blood. Oh.
The purple blood's slow, lazy smile somehow makes her face paint even more terrifying. She moseys closer, towering over you.
She looks very huggable. I mean, it's true. A true pleasure, small thing. Any friend of Little Blue is a friend of mine. Especially one who looks so pretty on the newest page of my scrapbook.
Your stomach is dissolving into acid fear. Mine isn't. Although, to be fair, her last name is Maenid, crazed female worshippers of Dionysus who were known for tearing people apart with their teeth and eating them.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
You know that's how Orpheus died, right?
Well, I mean...
He was also a worshipper of Dionysus, incidentally.
Well, I mean... that's pretty awesome, actually.
Amesia stamps her foot.
Don't make murder jokes. My friend is very delicate.
You nod furiously. You're so delicate. Just a whiff of murder gives you the vapors. That's not what getting the vapors means.
Peace of gospel, Little Blue. I was only playing. Messiahs know I'm owed a bit of fun. And ain't it a fair bit hypocritical? Yes, it is. Lecturing me. Considering what you were getting up to the first time I got to John. Ripping off heads and all. Yeah, they're both axe murderers. They're both axe murderers.
Amesia goes blue. Chahut winks, and you experience another spasm of fear. You clench your fist so she can't see your hands are shaking. Amesia is
I've experienced something, but I don't think it's a spasm of fear.
Thirst! To distract yourself, you ask her if she and Amesia are Moirels. You figure that's always the safest one to start with. Safer than, so, do you guys hate fuck a lot? Chahut starts grinning again, and Amicia blushes even harder. She is very, very adorable.
Which one? Which one?
I
Amicia?
meant Amicia, but yeah.
Yeah, she is. No, Sully, of course not. I'm way too young for quadrants.
I disbelieve you.
Yeah, no, a couple of motherfuckers that started younger than you, little blue. Also, Moral Agents is, like, platonic.
Yeah, Moira Allegiance is not an age thing. Like, it's
Yeah,
also one quadrant where age gaps really don't mean a lot, because it's really more about your ability to be supportive.
yeah, it's like, it's not a sexual relationship, really. Still, there's no point. Like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like sort of like having their back in like a very, like, well, I'm sure someone else could
Are we
explain better than me.
assuming that I could explain it better than you because I've been doing it longer? Also, are we assuming that the people watching the Hiveswap stream don't know what a Moira Allegiance is? Because I feel like that's a bold assumption.
I mean, I don't know. We might have some new people. You never know.
I suppose that's technically possible.
I mean,
People
you're.
in chat.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, tell us if you want me to explain what Moira Allegiance is.
I'm not seeing any responses, so. Yeah. I mean, you're leaving a couple of paragraphs.
Amicia stares at the ground sadly for a few seconds, also its parodies, before she gets herself back together.
But that's why tonight is gonna be the best. Our final hunt. I'm so glad you're here too.
She beams up at you. You try to smile back, maybe achieving half a grimace, when Chahut leans over Amicia. It's with a certain menacing fondness.
Yeah, that's what I describe it as. That's actually exactly what I would describe it as, a menacing fondness. But yeah, like that's a good description. Sounds like a party, my most vicious sister. Only, we got us a smidge of scheduling conflict. Huh? The massacre's tonight, little blue. Last massacre, I'll see you planet side. Gotta present my glutes and testify before my most merciful messiahs for the last time.
You sure didn't get any of that. Every time you think your days of unbounded ignorance are behind you, apologies, the call booted me again.
Okay, behind you.
Or behind you, or your days of unbounded ignorance are behind you, you turn over a stone to find more little squirming bits of cultural miasma to suck in.
Yep.
Amicia rolls her eyes. That is not what the artwork looks like. The art team and the writing team needed to coordinate better on this game.
A little
Also,
bit,
they
yeah.
never.
Ugh, more church. That's seriously all you ever do. Sister, we talked about this. To praise the Miracle Woods is a privilege and a revelation. My pusher beats for them. It smashes its way through the desolate cage of my thoracic struts. Yeah, I know. You love Clown Church. You love it so much, you should just put it in a quadrant.
Jesus, Amicia, maybe don't shout at the scary giant clown lady. Chahut puts a giant hand on Amicia's head, ruffling her hair like she's an angry puppy.
This is just adorable.
She kind of looks like she could be an angry puppy.
That's true, actually. Like, this interaction is adorable. Simmer it down, girl. Good news is, we got us a tiebreaker.
She means you, doesn't she? More decisions?
Usually we strive for it, but today, it's all up to you, stranger. Take me to fucking Clown Church. I'm clicking that. I'm clicking that.
You don't know much about religion, but you have recently become pretty good at reading people. You have the slightest little suspicion that insulting this woman's religion might be unhealthy. Besides, it would be rude.
Also, it sounds fun to do that.
I mean, if this is anything like an actual Dionysian religious festival, it involves getting mad fucked up on every substance available, mad fucking everyone available, and tearing apart and eating a live bull and possibly person.
Well, I mean, that sounds like an interesting thing to do in this route.
This time, when Chahut turns her painted face to you and gives you another of those lazy smiles, you're filled with a sudden flush of excitement. God, what if you could become friends with her? You've never had a friend this cool or this scary.
That's true.
Amesia rolls her eyes.
Oh, fine. Have fun, I guess. Doing totally boring stuff.
You wonder if it's really okay for you to come with Chahut. Isn't she worried about showing up with an alien?
In the past, I might have got to worried over it, but now, fuck it. What are they gonna do? What are they about to do? Call me? Might thank him for that. Doing his sister a solid and saving me from having to set foot in the filthy reaches of space. Where I hear they don't follow the good word as close as they should. None of the motherfuckers here have the globes to step to me. So you should be safe. With me on your side, not even one of those slippery fishes would do shit.
Slippery fishes? Does she mean sea dwellers? You've never actually seen one, which makes sense since they, in the sea. But most people seem to be scared of them.
Yeah, that's for a reason.
Yeah, but aside from fuchsia bloods, most of them are actually, massively overfed on their own egos and are not nearly as relevant as they think they are.
That's true. That is true.
You wonder how much higher in caste they are from the clowns. You wonder what they look like. There are still so many things you don't know. Higher in caste than the clowns, yes, but socially relevant, no. Sea dwellers largely don't actually do that much aside from guard the con desk. They're essentially bodyguards and little else. The subjugulators do the actual running things.
Yeah.
You've never been in a church before, but you've seen them in movies and goth music videos, so you know what to expect. Clown churches, not that. What goth music videos has Slappy watched? They don't seem like the type. Actually, this is exactly what I would have expected. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, but if I had been, this would be it. There's no pews or statues or sad dude hanging from two perpendicular sticks, but there's an altar and a lot of purple candles and rows of flimsy metal fold-out chairs.
This is badass. We obviously made the right decision.
The same surgery smell that hangs around Chahut fills this place. Someone took stained glass a little too seriously when they decorated, because every inch of the window is covered in multicolored... God, why even front anymore? Every inch is covered in blood. Spatters of it paint the floor and stone walls. It reminds you of that break room after Connell got done murdering all those kids, except this seems deliberate. It is.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I would have expected. Like, they decided they wanted a little bit of yellow in the corner, so they walked some poor gold blood over and gutted them.
Yeah?
They literally did.
I mean, yeah. Welcome to your salvation, little one. You almost run out, but no, you can't. You need to make friends with Chahut. Yeah, we gotta make friends with Chahut. Like, why would you run out? You can make friends with Chahut. You hang on to that as you follow her to the front of the congregation. As you pass
this is
various...
my one.
What?
You know that I'm supposed to be reading the narration.
Oh, right, sorry, I forgot. I got confused, sorry. I'll stop.
As you pass various other clowns, send out honks of greeting, accompanied by the occasional whoop whoop. Chahut responds to a couple with a casual, "Hey motherfuckers," but most she ignores. Maybe she's too cool for them.
This place seems really cool. This is definitely a cool place to be.
You try not to make eye contact with anyone as you go by, or if you happen to look at anyone, you try to throw out the most intense "I'm with her" vibes that you can.
Well,
Well, this is a better "I'm with her" than some that I could mention. 2016 election joke.
well,
A couple trolls look as out of place as you do. Okay, not as out of place since they're actually from this planet, but there's some non-purple guys here who look distinctly uncomfortable. A few of them appear to be chained to their chairs. Cool.
also,
Well,
I
they're
wish the
getting to you.
2016 election could unhappen, but it sort of already did, so it's the closest thing to unhappening that it can be right now.
And I might want to make it clear when I made that "I'm with her" joke, I was mostly talking about the 2016 primary, not the general election.
Yeah, because if the general election, that's a different thing, but yeah.
In
Yeah.
the general election, I was with her, but only very, very unhappily.
So...
A purple blood is standing on a platform at the front of the congregation and preaching, rapping, whatever it is, it sucks. There's a lot of uninventive swearing and weirdly syncopated honks. Everyone here is extremely into it. There's a lot of answering whoops and fuck yes. All Chahut has to do is stand there and smirk at him, and he trails off into a nasally honk, before scrambling off the church stage. You really wish you knew how to command that kind of respect. Then everybody would want to be your friend.
Thanks, brothers and sisters. Today is a singular sort of day. For today, I looked up towards the mountain and saw the fire in the sky. That fire is our messiahs, and our messiahs are the fire, feeding a hungry forge in the belly of hell. That sweet salvation is split bone and sulfur-colored eyes. Was it the heat of eternal damnation, or the sweet flame of revelation? All is red ruin. Woe is us, darlings. Woe.
It goes on like that for a while. You zone out a little bit. Someone throws a handful of powder into the candle flames, and more of that sugary sharp scent puffs out as colorful smoke billows up. The purple bloods all start taking deep whiffs of the stuff. It kind of looks like the powder in pixie sticks.
This does seem like a giant... This does seem like what you described. Newest member of our congregation.
Pixie sticks. Maybe that's why it smells like sugar in here. I mean, sugar is a drug for trolls.
Yeah? Invite them to stand up and give glorious thanks.
The whole congregation has gone silent. You realize that Chahut is looking at you, and the other clown priest is looking at you. Actually, every single goddamn troll in here is looking at you, except for one small dude who appears to be trying to chew off his own hand to free himself from his shackles.
Well, your turn to testify. Don't fuck this up, little one. I'm gonna save, because we might fuck this up.
Yeah. There is no... I have no idea what
I'm
we're
gonna
supposed
try.
to do here.
I'm gonna try. Like, we can't be better than that other... We can't be worse than that other guy. I'm gonna try.
Oh. Oh shit. They want you to talk? About what? All that stuff Chahut and the other trolls were saying? It just sounded like a bunch of bullshit. So that's what you give them. Just bullshit. Reams and reams of fresh, non-GMO, cave-aged bullshit. Honestly, you aren't totally sure what you say. Maybe some stuff about parting the sea, loaves and fishes, a dome and a rock. You throw a couple of whoop-whoops in there for effect, hoping nobody accuses you of cultural appropriation. You know, frankly, none of that would have made less sense than what they were saying, or more sense either.
Yeah.
Luckily, the crowd is feeling it. They all honk and echo what you say. Even the cultural illusions they can't possibly understand. They take turns swigging Fago from the communal chalice, passing it around. You can't help glancing over at Chahut every so often. Sure, all these weirdos are catching what you're throwing, but she's the one whose opinion you actually care about. She's your current friendship target. Also, she seems to be the largest person in the room, which would be a problem if you piss her off.
Yeah.
She's nodding in approval, occasionally crossing her hands over her chest in what looks kind of like a gang symbol, but may just be a religious gesture.
It's both.
You finish with something about foxes in the jaws of the universe. The convergence of fate and the cycle of nature, or the cyclical nature of reality. Time is a flat circle. Wait, time is a flat circle? That sounds suspiciously like a reference. Like, it might be a literary reference I don't get, or it might be a very oblique reference to the last hieroglyph, which was originally supposed to be the end of Clark Ashton Smith's Zothpeak cycle.
Huh.
You think you're actually filled with the spirit. Whatever the fuck that means, it could just be the weird smoke. Okay, you aren't on a phone and can both look and Google. Google the words time is a flat circle to see what comes up.
Okay, I will do this. 1 sec. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. What does this mean? I mean, it's from a TV show, apparently.
What show?
I don't know. Nobody's saying. We'll look this up later.
It's possible that TV show is taking the world will at the end be turned into a round cipher, and referencing that. Bearing in mind that Clark Ashton Smith was around in like the 1930s, and I don't think TV existed yet.
That's true. I'm gonna read. Do I didn't make a mistake when I put my faith in you, little one.
She pushes several dudes out of the way to lean over you, and you don't feel fear now as much as intense pride. Damn, but it feels good to have 50 clowns honking at you for pulling something straight out of your ass. Little one is kind of creepy and you wish you'd stop saying it, but you guess it's accurate? You're little compared to her, and there is only one of you.
Come here, darling.
Oh, that's an upgrade. Darling, that's friendly.
Get up here.
Up? How? Two younger purple bloods grab you by the legs. Oh. The church sways around you, and you find yourself at clown height, face to face with Chahut. Up close, you can see the cracks in her makeup, and it might be the light in here, but her yellow eyes look tinted purple. Well, they are tinted purple. She's almost an adult. She pulls you close, one giant claw tipping your chin up. So close, she leans in, and your whole body flashes hot. Oh god, this?
Oh, okay.
I mean, you wouldn't mind this. You brace for those big clown lips. Instead, Chahut clamps her hand over your mouth. You jerk as your air supply is promptly cut off. The clowns holding you up stagger until you remember that you can breathe through your nose. You see something out of your peripheral vision, and then something sticky and cold is sprayed onto your cheek. An acrid stench making you choke. I guess we're getting spray painted.
Yep.
Mmm. You struggle, but the clowns don't let you go. Chahut sprays something on the other side of your face. You feel it sinking tacky and stinging into the skin of your cheeks. She releases you for a moment and switches the can of spray paint to her other hand. What the hell? Is that even supposed to be used on skin? They don't care.
Probably not. Hold still, darling.
She takes another can from a nearby troll and paints a line across your forehead, her own brow furrowing in concentration. You know what she's doing. She's baptizing you, covering you in the paint of her people. You are being initiated. You can hardly believe it. Tears threaten at the corner of your eyes as you realize you're actually becoming part of a group. Someone on this terrible planet is actually letting you into their inner circle.
Well,
Even if it is a circle of shitty clowns who go around murdering people and drinking the worst soda in the galaxy.
it's not the worst soda in the galaxy.
Faygo is actually, and this is going to disturb you, I've read the ingredients on Faygo. They're not as bad as most sodas most people drink.
I know. I've read the ingredients on them too, including the cotton candy one, which is my favorite flavor. So, yeah.
There's a joke I could make here, but I think it makes itself.
It does. It definitely makes itself. It makes itself. Don't get too overcome now, small thing. I don't rightly even know what you are or where something like you came from, but I can feel the spirit flowing through those alien veins of yours. It's fucking godly, my little one.
Amazing. This is so good. Anyone who initiates you into their weird cult definitely wants to get all up in your friendship grill. Chahut paints another line, this time over your nose. The paint is starting to sting. Paint on your forehead especially. Oh wait, that's not paint. That's... Chahut drops the spray can. She's looking at her fingers. Oh no, you've seen that expression before. On someone bluer and much shorter. Deep crimson drips off her claws. After weeks of rainbow blood, your own blood color looks strange to you. Now that you think about it, it's been a while since you've seen your own blood. Wild. You must be getting better survival instincts.
Precious blood. Precious indeed, sister.
Two other purple bloods put you down with subservient honks. All of the other clowns here treat Chahut with a reverence bordering on awe. Is it because she's the oldest, or the largest, or maybe just the most badass?
Those are all true.
Your feet barely hit the floor before Chahut takes you by the hand. You smile up at her, happy to go anywhere she leads. Friendship feels so good, especially with people who are bigger and stronger and cooler than you are. Which is basically everyone on this planet, but Chahut is especially strong and cool.
This is true, she is.
You're so You're so busy feel great about your new elite. Yeah, no, this is actually a typo again. You're so busy feeling great about your new elite status that at first you don't realize what's happening, where Chahut is leading you. It's to a corner of the church that is a little more bare than other
Oh, we're
spots.
gonna die. we're totally gonna die. This is gonna get us a bad edge. I'm calling it now. I'm okay with this. I don't mind getting murdered if Chahut is doing it.
As in, there isn't much blood. As in, it's the perfect canvas for some fresh blood. Some precious, precious mutant blood. You don't know why Chahut didn't go for you right when you met. Maybe the time wasn't right. Maybe the sight of your red stuff has triggered something in her murder troll hindbrain. Regardless, you get the feeling you're about to be reunited with the color of your blood quite suddenly and thoroughly. Wait, you thought you were getting initiated.
Hell yeah. You're an initiate, my dazzling crimson darling. An initiate to the most rare and most laudable power. A blood initiate. A sacrificial Bobbyist. It ain't gonna get a better offer than that.
Well, when she puts it like that... Nope, you still would rather not die.
Well, I mean, like, that's at least a cool way to die. I guess we wimp out.
You stand there in the cacophony of honks and whoops, trying to dredge up a little spirit inside you, but you just can't. All that noise sounds so much like jeering, and you'd think you'd have gotten used to negative reinforcement, but apparently it's still enough to trip you up.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. Well, sorry, 1 second. Okay.
You open your mouth and all that comes out is a croak, like you're a frog. A frog of failure. Chahut's big hand lands on your shoulder. She looks wistful through the clown paint. It's weird that her fangs are orange. Trolls' fangs are not normally orange.
That might actually be paint. You do know that, right?
I mean, people don't normally paint their teeth, but these people probably don't give a fuck. And in fact, if it's some kind of brain-poisoning drug, that's probably a plus for them.
That's okay, hon. Sit down before you strain something.
Encased in a fugue of shame, you do. God, why couldn't you have kept it together for once in your pathetic life? The clown next to you gives you a consoling pat on the knee and offers you a half-empty bottle of Faygo. You're so despondent that you barely cast a thought to juggalo germs, or in fact that Faygo is disgusting.
Faygo's pretty good, actually.
Nah, it's okay. It hits your taste buds like a bitch slap. Around you, the congregation is getting rowdier. That's because they're getting drunker. The troll beside you shrugs his shoulders like, what can you do? He has a hat and a charming smile, at least you think he does. You're starting to feel a little weird. Faygo isn't alcoholic, is it? You don't want to know what they put in the Faygo around here. I would go easy on that stuff if I were you, the troll says. His hand hasn't left your leg. In fact, it's moved from your knee to your thigh. The first time is always rough.
Okay.
Whatever, you're fine. You know all about controlled substances. You're really good at drugs, okay? You're a serious drugger. Druggist?
I don't know why, but the line "you're really good at drugs," okay, it's just like hilarious. You're really good. I don't know why that's funny. It just is. Like it's acting like it's a skill. I don't know.
For real, though, what is it in this stuff? You got high with Kairava and tipsy with Chisha. That rhymes. You should put that in her next rap. But this is different. It does not rhyme. Even if I assume her name is pronounced Tipsy with Chixie, that still doesn't rhyme. This is your brain blowing wide open and the atmosphere pouring in. This is the cosmos kissing your frontal lobe with way too much tongue. Is the cosmos follicle?
No, I didn't need to write in that. Hey, this is my supplicant. Maybe find your own.
Chahut is standing next to you again. She removes the clown guy's hand from your thigh and extricates the bottle from your grip. Hey, you weren't done with that. Actually, sorry. Hey, you weren't done with that. On the other side of the church, someone throws another handful of colorful powder into the fire. More smoke billows up, and you feel another wave of dizziness. Maybe it's the interaction of the Faygo and the smoke? Is that how science works? I've never tried Faygo and pixie sticks together. I know orange Faygo and, cheese causes me a headache for reasons that I can't even begin to comprehend. Such bad form, says the troll who'd given you the Faygo. Bring an alien into your last massacre? One would think you had no respect for your messiahs at all. I have no idea what voice to give this clown. I think, brothers and sisters, that I might agree with that. A voice rings out across the church. At first you think that it's in your head, the product of whatever weird soup all the competing substances have created, but everybody else hears it too. Chahut goes rigid beside you, her big, vicious mouth stretched into an O of shock. Realizing that I should have been giving him a juggalo accent and I wasn't, and I'm an idiot. The congregation falls to its knees in a clattering wave. Seriously, you've never heard a crowd of people go quiet so loudly. Chairs are kicked out of the way or knocked over. Kneeling down, Chahut's head comes up to your chest. She and the clown in that hat each push down one of your shoulders.
Motherfucker, get down.
You hit the deck. You half expect the blood splatters to seep through your dress, but it just crusts flaky and dry underneath your knees. You... Sister. That's your alien? Oh, this was a clown and I should have been doing it. Again, it's really weird to read these people, as narration. Where the hell is that voice coming from? It's deep and gravelly and probably male, and oh, fuck, I know who this is.
Is this the Red Highwood?
I believe yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hold up. What you'd initially thought was one of Remelle's knockoff paintings hanging behind the altar turns out to be a screen, which is now turned into a gray silhouette with horns. Yup. Is everybody here bowing to some dude who literally Skyped into Clown Church and doesn't even have a user pic?
Skyped into Clown Church. Your Excellency, I would describe him as my alien exactly. Old too pathetic to really put much bother to.
There is a murmur of agreement from the surrounding trolls. Dang, tough crowd.
One sec. Yeah.
A long snort of breath crackles into static. Who are you to say what is pathetic? Chahut winces. I do not have a good grand high blood voice. You're all feckless regulars without a bean in your think pan.
I can do Grand High Blood if you want.
God, please.
Okay.
All the low bloods in here look absolutely terrified, which is nothing new, but for once, they aren't the only ones. Everyone here is afraid, the purple guys included.
You, come closer, little heretic, let me get a gander. Me? Who What the fuck you mean, who, sister? The motherfucker I'm jabbing my point stump at.
You and Chahut share a quick, nervous glance. Her throat bobs visibly.
Do I do an okay Grand Highwood voice?
Depressingly, you do a better one than me. I should have a better Grand High Blood voice, but I just don't.
Sir, I think you got your webcam turned off. Oh, dang, hold up. You hear a lot of rustling? Oh, that's you.
You hear a lot of rustling and swearing. All of you hang in the awkward limbo of an old person struggling with technology. Old is an understatement. He's like 5,000 or something.
Yeah, no shit.
The screen flickers and you can just make out a pair of hulking shoulders. Yeah, that is very much the Grand High Blood.
It is. Sir, you've got the light behind you. Never mind the light, motherfucker. You, the hornless one in the Rumpel's robe. Come closer, child.
Oh, you, of course, it's you. Being the main character is exhausting. Get the feeling we're gonna die again. You move closer to the altar, although you aren't actually sure where the camera is. This guy is someone you would be able to tell that even if everyone in here wasn't bowing to him, his voice has a certain quality to it.
That's close enough. I'm not trying to look up your stiff knob, child. You got any notion as to who I fucking am?
Well, I do, but Slappy
I do
doesn't.
too.
None, except that he's possibly important. It's always a real good time when important people get interested in your insignificant ass.
I decide whose ass is
Isn't it?
insignificant in this house, you comprehend?
Sure. They really needed to give him something other than narration boxes.
Yeah.
Like, that was just bad game design there.
Yes.
Sure, sir. Excellency?
How long have you been rambling amongst my brethren?
At least a couple of weeks. No more than a month.
How many are here with you?
Just you. An alien invasion force of one, all just wandering the countryside. That was not a good joke to make. And still pulling in oxygen.
Wait,
Who'd have thought?
that's my
Oh, whoop.
It's still pulling in
Again.
oxygen. Who would have thought someone would have picked their detonation with you by now? Who would have thought someone would pick their detonation? Oh, detonation. Okay.
Dentition tea.
Okay, I feel that.
Same.
You got a muscle definition, Wriggler?
You show him the gun show, as in, you show him how very empty the weapons locker is.
Too weak for the front lines, too ugly to fill a pail with.
He laughs low and lecherous.
Although your strut sticks ain't so bad.
Oh, did a giant clown just say you have nice legs over troll FaceTime?
Yes.
You look at Chahut for help, but she's too busy checking out your gams.
Oh, okay. Well,
You wouldn't mind. Sober you might have been uncomfortable. Fago drunk you is pretty zen about it. You're sure it's only a matter of time before you fuck an alien. If it's gotta be a big giant clown, well, so be it.
I mean, well, that's not the worst thing that could happen at all. Shooting high, aren't you?
Now you just feel silly. You assure this guy that you aren't really after that kind of stuff. There's only one thing you really truly long for in this world.
And what's that, child? Power, wealth, the right to keep living.
Yikes. You realize that everyone in this goddamn church is looking at you, waiting for your answer. Chahut looks like she wants to grab your shoulders and shake you. Jeez, no pressure. Friendship, you tell him.
Of
Honestly,
course.
Chahut looks to me more like she just met Excalibur.
Yeah, that's true.
He laughs. Long and hearty at that one. You weather it stoically.
That's a
Or
good
at the
sign that
very
we
least,
made him laugh.
stoically.
That's a good sign that we made him
That's
laugh.
true.
Because if he doesn't laugh, that's when you die. You, bigger and significantly more attractive motherfucker.
Chahut comes to attention. Yeah, I can't argue with his assessment here. Like, Chahut is not my type, but she's definitely hotter than Slappy.
I mean, she is my type, but... What's your cast name, child? Medad, Excellency.
Maynard.
Maynard. If I understand rightly, you're about to undergo the ordeals.
Chahut nods. She looks a little seasick. You're not sure what the ordeals are, but everything about them sounds bad, including the name. Literally all we have is the name. What else is there to sound bad?
Maybe get your shit shot with this one right here. They seem to have the strategy for surviving against all reasonable odds and decency. You could probably use a friend like that.
He jabs another big finger at you. And Wriggler! Well, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah? Don't let me see your face again. The call disconnects and the screen goes blank. When you point yourself toward the front of the church, everyone scrambles to get out of your way. It looks like the big clown's attention has conveyed some honorary status on you. Probably no one will mess with you for, a half hour at least. You aren't really going anywhere, you just need some fresh air before you pass out. Chahut emerges soon after. She looks nearly as winded as you feel. You ask her if she's mad at you, since that could be potentially dangerous to both your life and your burgeoning friendship.
Mad? Why would I be mad? Because your inexplicably magnetic charm worked on both my best girl and the figurehead of my church.
You flush. The real question is, did it work on her? Chahut sighs.
What the hell? Old motherfucker told me to listen to whatever it is you can teach.
Right, he did. That basically makes the two of you friends by theocratic decree.
Guess so. So, darling, teach me your ways.
Well, first of all, you gotta fall down a lot.
Yay. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
We actually got through that with minimal bad endings.
Oh, we got one, but it was at least a cool bad ending, so...
Yeah, but usually we get like 4.
Yeah.
Usually we find all the bad endings. All of them.
Well, I only got one bad ending in Kairama's route, but yeah.
That's because I wasn't there to make decisions.
And, like, the only reason why I got a bad ending is because I thought the game was trying to trick me, so I picked the one that seemed like it was going to be the wrong option. But then it was not trying to trick me. So, yeah. Well, that was Friendsim. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out our coffee and watch us on YouTube too if you want to. So yeah, please tune in next time. We're probably gonna be streaming like either Saturday or Monday. Yeah. Everybody have a good night. This is Team Demon Kitty out.